The night holds secrets, desires you should never have, and temptations you may not survive. Welcome to Midnight Temptations.
For 20 years, I believed I knew exactly who I was. I was a predator, a man who understood loneliness better than anyone. I knew how to recognize it in a woman's eyes. I knew how to make her feel beautiful, how to make her feel safe, how to make her believe for one night that she had finally found someone who understood her. Then I would bring her home, and I would take her soul. 37 women had entered my house. 37 souls had disappeared into me. And until I met Naomi, I had never once regretted it. My name is Adrian Cross. At least that's the name I use now. I discovered what I could do when I was 28. The first time it happened, I didn't understand it. A woman was lying in my arms. Her heartbeat had grown quiet. Then I saw something leaving her body. A golden light. It drifted from her chest like smoke caught in sunlight. Before I could stop it, the light entered me. And suddenly, I remembered everything about her. Her childhood, her mother's voice, her first kiss, the happiest day of her life, her deepest fear. Every memory flooded through me. Then they disappeared, and something inside me awakened, a hunger that never truly went away. After that, I learned how to control it. Or at least I thought I had. I never chased anyone. I never forced anyone. I simply became the man they wanted to meet. I listened. I remembered little things. I made them laugh. I gave them attention when the rest of the world made them feel invisible. And eventually, they trusted me enough to come home. My house was perfect for it. An old mansion hidden behind iron gates, surrounded by trees. Inside were fireplaces, antique furniture, expensive wine, and enough darkness to hide almost anything. There was only one room my guests never entered. The basement. That was where the hunger lived. For years, everything worked exactly as I wanted. Until Naomi walked into my life. She was standing alone at a small wine bar one rainy evening. I noticed her immediately. She was beautiful. A black woman with deep brown skin, long natural curls, and the kind of eyes that seemed to look straight through people. She wasn't trying to attract attention. She didn't need to. There was something about her. Something powerful. I watched her for several minutes before approaching. Normally, I knew exactly what to say. With Naomi, I forgot every line I had ever learned. She looked at me. "You've been staring at me." I smiled. "I'm sorry." "No, you're not." I laughed. She laughed too. And something strange happened. The hunger disappeared. Completely. For the first time in 20 years, I wasn't thinking about someone's soul. I was thinking about her. We talked for hours. She told me about her life, her family, her dreams, the things she wanted to accomplish, the places she wanted to visit. I asked her what she was looking for. She stared into her glass. Something real. Those two words followed me all the way home. That night, I invited her to my house. She accepted. I watched her walk through my front door and realized I had made a terrible mistake. Because I knew exactly what I was supposed to do. I knew how this story normally ended. But when Naomi looked at me, I couldn't do it. Instead, I made her dinner. We sat beside the fireplace and talked until sunrise. When she finally fell asleep against my chest, I stared at the ceiling. I was confused. I didn't want her soul. I wanted her. And I had no idea what to do with that feeling. Naomi came back the next night. Then the night after that. Soon we were inseparable. She brought laughter back into my house, music, warmth, life. We cooked together, danced in the living room, stayed awake until morning talking about everything and nothing. And eventually, we fell deeply in love. Our nights together became something I had never experienced. There was passion. There was tenderness. There were long embraces, whispered promises, and moments when the rest of the world seemed to disappear. For the first time in my life, I wasn't taking something from someone. I was giving myself to someone. And that frightened me more than anything I had ever known. Then one night I felt it. The hunger. I was lying beside Naomi while she slept. Moonlight spilled across the bed. I looked at her, and beneath her skin I saw it. A golden glow, her soul. It was brighter than any soul I had ever seen. I reached toward her. My fingers stopped inches from her chest. One touch. That's all it would take. I could feel the hunger pulling me toward her. I could almost taste the power inside her. Then I pulled my hand away. No. I got out of bed. I walked downstairs. I locked myself inside the basement. And for the first time in 20 years, I was terrified of myself. The next morning, Naomi found me sitting on the kitchen floor. She knelt beside me. What happened? I couldn't look at her. You need to leave. She stared at me. Why? Because I'm not who you think I am. Then tell me who you are. I looked into her eyes, and I told her everything. The women, the house, the souls, the hunger, all of it. When I finished, Naomi was crying. I expected her to run. Instead, she asked quietly, how many? 37. She closed her eyes. For several seconds, neither of us spoke. Then she asked, and what do you want from me? I answered honestly, nothing. She looked confused. I want you alive. She reached up and touched my face. You're afraid of loving me. Yes, why? Because I don't know how to love something without destroying it. Her eyes filled with tears. Then learned. That night the hunger returned, stronger. Much stronger. Naomi was standing in front of me when the room suddenly became cold. Every candle went out. The darkness seemed to move around us. Then the golden light appeared beneath her skin, her soul. Beautiful, bright, tempting. I felt myself changing. The monster inside me was waking. I stepped toward her. Naomi didn't move. Adrian. I stopped. Look at me. I couldn't. Adrian, look at me. I raised my eyes. She was crying, but she wasn't afraid. You don't have to become what you were. The hunger screamed inside me. I could feel her soul calling to me. Take mine, she whispered. I shook my head, never. Then fight. I fell to my knees. The darkness inside me exploded outward. The walls shook. The windows rattled. And suddenly, the room filled with golden lights. 37 of them. 37 souls. 37 women. They appeared around me. I expected them to hate me. I expected them to come for me. Instead, they simply looked at me. Then they looked at Naomi. And somehow I understood. They weren't there to punish me. They were there to remind me. Every soul I had taken had been a person. A daughter, a sister, a friend. Someone who had once been loved. Someone who had trusted me. The golden lights began rising toward the ceiling. One after another. They disappeared. And when the last one vanished, the hunger inside me went silent. Completely silent. I collapsed onto the floor. Naomi wrapped her arms around me. I held onto her as though she were the only solid thing left in the world. I don't deserve you, I whispered. No, she said. You don't. I looked at her. She smiled through her tears. But maybe you deserve the chance to become someone who does. That was the night the soul collector disappeared. Not because someone destroyed me. Because someone finally gave me a reason to stop. The next morning, I went into the basement. I looked at everything I had kept down there. Photographs, journals, memories. Evidence of the life I had hidden from the world. I burned it all. Then I walked out of that house with Naomi. I never went back. People still wonder what happened to the women who disappeared. Some answers will never be found, and I will carry those answers for the rest of my life. But every night, when Naomi falls asleep beside me, I watch her. Sometimes I still see that golden light beneath her skin. Sometimes the old hunger whispers, "Take her. Claim her. Make her yours forever." But then Naomi reaches for my hand in her sleep. And I remember. She didn't save me because she was stronger than the monster. She saved me because she showed me something the monster could never understand. Love. Real love. The kind that doesn't possess. The kind that doesn't consume. The kind that asks you to become better instead of giving you permission to remain broken. I've spent 20 years taking souls. Now I understand what a soul is worth. And Naomi's is the one thing in this world I would rather lose everything than take. Because sometimes the greatest temptation isn't the thing you desperately want. It's the thing you finally realize. You must let live.
The night is over, but temptation never sleeps. Until next time, my loves, good night.